So last week, where did we stop?
Definitions we completed. Arithmetics.
Conditional statements we stopped, right?
Yes. Conditionals.
Okay, today we'll see about your looping statements. Before that, any questions you have?
No, no, good.
Hmm?
I'm good. Good for that.
Okay, looping statements are used to iterate same statement for multiple times. If you have a same statement and if you want to iterate for multiple times, we'll be using your looping statements. Okay, in Python, we have different looping statements. Okay, so what are those? First one is going to be called as for loop. Second one is going to be called as while loop. Third one is going to be called as do while loop. Okay, so let's see about your for loop. This loop is called as definite loop. It executes at a given range of numbers. Okay, which will be executing in the given range of numbers. So let's see how this for loop will execute and understand how we can be utilized. It's very simple. See, the syntax is for I some variable. You have to give some variable, any variable here. Okay, I in 1 second. For I in range of you have to tell that what is the starting number and what is the ending number. What is the starting number and what is the ending number? Okay, ending number is nothing but which is going to tell that how many times this loop needs to execute. How many times this loop needs to execute. For suppose my starting number is 1 and I want to execute for 10 times. 10 times means you have to give plus 1 number here. So it will start taking the I value from 1 and it will execute for 10 times. If you want to execute for 10 times, you have to give plus 1 here. Okay. So now just put a colon here. Print of I. So how it is going to be execute is this range function is called as a generator of numbers. So it will generate the numbers from 1 to 10. So every time a loop is executed, in every iteration, a number will be picked given by this range function and that number will be storing into I. So let me show you pictorially how it is going to be. So first what will happen, right? When you start executing, the control will come to this range function. Okay, it will generate, already it will be generating the series of numbers from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this till 10. This range method is going to generate the numbers. So first time what it will do, right? It will pick you the 1 and it will give you into the I. Okay, so that I will be print here, will be utilizing here. Next what will happen, the focus will be moved to the second number and it will be keep moving like this till end of the series. Okay, so like this we'll be able to pick each and every number and we are going to print it here. Any questions? Now see.
Dynamically, we can't increase, brother. Like plus one, I plus one. And then
No. Now if you want to increase it dynamically by 2, just go and put I plus equal to 1.
and in the range
No,
option.
no, no, it is not taking. No, this will also not work.
No. Can we put I equal to I plus 2?
No,
It won't work.
yes. Now see here. As you can see here,
Yes.
every time it got incremented by 2. This is going to be called step factor.
Mm-hmm.
By default, it will be incremented by 1 only. If you give 2, it will take 2. If you give 3, it will take 3. Okay?
Mm.
Clear? Now, I want you to print a 2 table or a 5 table using your for loop. Now can you help me how to do that? So normally tell me how the 2 table or 5 table will look like. 5 star 1 is equal to 5. 5 star 2 is equal to 10. Correct? So if you observe properly here, what is constant and what is dynamic here?
5 is constant.
5 is constant, star is constant, equal
1.
to is constant. Only
Yes.
this number and this number is getting changed. So let's put that. Five star. Now you will be getting two issues. We'll solve that issues. Okay. So let's see now. 5 star plus I. Okay. Plus is equal to plus 5 into I. Okay. Correct, right? 5 star I is nothing but the value that you are getting from I here is equal to whatever the I that you are getting, we will be multiply with 5. Making sense? Both of you?
Pratap, if with a string we are adding some variable, it should be like start and end should be like plus, right?
Where?
Here I you added, right?
Yes.
5 star is a string, I is a variable.
Yes, correct.
So
Because I need to
to
get the value of I here.
okay, if it is variable means we should like start and end it should be plus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you are concatenating two strings, right?
Okay.
Strings with a number.
Okay.
Now I told you that we'll be getting a error here. If you observe properly, read this error.
Only string, not
Okay.
integers.
I is integer.
So a string can concatenate only with a string with a plus operator. Or okay, you cannot concatenate a string with any other type. So now what I want to do, I have to convert this I into string. How can I convert? Just put a str of I. Just put str of this one. And now see, 5 star 1 equal to 1, 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20. Okay, clear? Any questions? But for a small string to format, should I need to do this much of logics? Should I need to make this much of big complex? Not required, right? You got it, Ajim?
Yes, Pratap.
This will be complex to write. This is a small string, you manipulated it. If the string is going to be little bigger, then what you'll do? Those complex operations should not write like this. This is first of all, in Python, while concatenating any string, you should not format string like this. Okay, just to give me a second. Someone is knocking the door. 1 second.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yes, Pratap.
So we should not format a string like this. This is too complex. When you want to format a message or when you want to do some manipulations, right? You should not do a string formation like this. For now, it works. If it is going to be a complex one, every time you not to convert that string into integer or integer to string, and you have to do this. So this is not a good practice. So how to eliminate this process? Okay, let's focus on this one now. So first, what you do here is first create the string. Okay, for example, I'm going to call it as table string is equal to 5 star 5 star into I. Just put parenthesis I is equal to parenthesis product. You got it what I'm telling here? Hello? Am I audible to you? Okay, here I want to get some number. You can give your name also. I can give my name also. Okay, so I'm going to give my as initial number. Okay, 5 into I is equal to product of 5 and I. Correct? Right? So now see here what I'm going to do here is just to see how I'm replacing these values, and then we'll apply our logic. Just see how I'm going to replace these values. Okay, so formatted string is equal to table string dot format. Table string dot format. I'm going to format this. So how I'm going to format? I'm going to replace this value with I. Okay, comma product is equal to 5 into I. Can you see this now? Now the formatted string is available in this variable. Now see, everyone, Asha and everyone, can you see?
Yes, brother.
Now, which is the easiest one?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I
Sorry, my Siri got enabled. Sorry. So, which is the easiest one? The previous one or this one?
This one.
This one, brother.
Okay, yes, we have to use this one only. Okay, and I'll minimize it in a simple line instead of writing multiple lines. See here, I'll cut this, I'll remove all of this, and I'll paste it here. I'll bring it here, and then I'll put it here. Now see the same output. Clear? Any questions?
Like, why we are putting that curly braces?
So curly brace is nothing but a placeholder which you are going to tell that replace this value.
Okay.
So to
Okay, in a
identify the
string, if you
replacement
want.
value, we have to mention it in the curly braces.
Okay, this is only for string, right?
Yes, only first.
Okay.
Okay? Clear?
Yes, brother.
Okay. So we'll be using this format very frequently, very badly. So in data science, in the area of data science and all, right, we have a concept called as NLP. I don't know how many of you know. There is a concept called as NLP, natural language processing. So right now I'm working on this one only. So what it will do, right? It will understand the human language. It will understand the human sentiment. It will understand the data sets, very big, huge data sets. So from that, if you want to format anything, right? So we cannot write multiple lines of code. Okay. So to minimize that, we'll be using this format only. Okay. Clear? The purpose of using this formatting, you have to habituate to start using this.
Okay, brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for loop is clear. For loop is clear.
Yes. Even for loop we can use for decrementing also, right? Not only increment values, right?
So I didn't get you.
Like currently we have given for I in range 1 to 11. It will be looping in an increment way, right? If
I
you
have
want
to give
to
the -1 at the last.
okay. And starting should be higher
Greater number.
number, like
Higher number.
okay,
Correct.
okay.
I can explain that one, Pratap, that how the I takes each and every number and how does it convey.
I think you missed it, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
But no problem. If it's a problem, I'll go with the recording. That's okay.
So why are you using for loop? For loop is used to iterate same statement multiple times. Say suppose I need to print a statement called as hello for 30 times. Hello for 30 times. I cannot copy paste same code again and again, right? That is
Yeah.
bad practice. Okay. So I need to write a logic where I don't want to duplicate my code, but it should generate some sequence of steps. Okay.
Yeah.
So how can we use this? Is called, we call it as iteration.
Okay.
So iteration is nothing but we are going to repeat same statement for multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we repeat that? So for that we are going to use our looping statements, which is called as for loop.
Yeah.
So the syntax is for some variable, give any variable there. I, J, K, L, or my name or your name, anything.
Mm-hmm.
I in range. So now what I want to do here is, so Asha is telling that I want to generate 50 numbers
Mm-hmm.
or 1000 numbers. So we cannot generate the 1000 numbers on the fly. So we'll be taking the help of a function called as range.
Yeah.
So range specify that, tell me what is your starting range. I have to tell that 1. So you start from 1 and run till 50. If you want to run 50, I have to give +1 here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this range is going to be called as generator. Generator is every time it generates a number,
Mm-hmm.
a sequential way.
Okay.
Now just put your I.
Print I. Yeah.
So now what will happen? Your logic will complete here. So by
Okay.
default, here will be having a step increment factor. It
Yeah.
is by 1. You no need to mention it is optional. So what will happen? Once your 1 is completed, the cursor will move to the next position.
Okay.
For that next position, we have to give the increment factor.
So okay.
So every time it will increment by 1. It means one position will get incremented.
Yeah.
Now I have 50. So I want to increment and by 2 or by 3. Every time it will move the cursor 3 positions after.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now if I run this, it will move the cursor every 3 times. See here.
Okay.
1 to
Okay.
4, 4 to 7.
Got yeah.
Now Asha was telling that she want to execute from 50 to 1. Asha, can you see?
Yeah.
Yes, Pratap.
Yeah, it is decremented by 1 every time.
Okay,
Yeah.
51 to 2 it will come, right?
2, 2, correct.
Okay.
Here, 0. We'll see. It will come to 1. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah, that's
Fine, right? Now, I want to consider till 50 numbers. Whenever there is a even number, I need to skip, or whenever there is a odd number, I want to skip the transaction. How can I skip? You got my point, right? Based on some condition or based upon some given condition, I want to skip a transaction. I don't want to execute all the statements. For example, see here, assume that I'm going to print off I here, and then here I'm writing a logic of something here. Here I'm going to write logic for another. So I'll be keep writing my logic here. But here, whenever I'm going to consider this I as a even or odd, I don't want to execute this all other logics. You got my point?
Yes, Pratap.
You got right?
Yes, Pratap.
Ajim, you.
Yes, Pratap.
Okay. So how can I skip that? So how you guys are skipping in UiPath?
Can use if and else condition
No,
by
how can you put if and else?
means
It will
by
come.
checking that
Yeah,
number is
condition to
even.
I'll agree. Condition to I'll agree. You'll be keeping if condition only. But how are you going to skip it?
Yeah, we need to check the condition whether it is 2 or 3.
Then no, this will logically be execute again if you keep one if condition.
Break and
Break
continue.
means you'll be breaking the loop itself.
Okay.
How? I should not stop my execution. It should continue to do the execution. Okay. So if you observe my keywords that I'm using here, I'm telling the keyword called as continue. Okay. So we'll be using continue keyword to skip any transaction. Skip any iteration or any transaction. Okay. We'll be using the keyword called as continue. We'll see that. Okay. Okay. Now see here, if I is equal to or I divisible by 2 is equal to 0, okay, then continue. If it is a odd, it will continue. Okay, now here write your logic, print of I. Now see, you got it right? I have written my logic outside my if condition, not in the inside of my if condition. But yeah, can you see this? There is a line that is came appear here
Mm-hmm.
outside
Yes.
of my if condition. See, it is in the same line. Okay, it will skip from here and then it will start executing this piece of code. Make sense, everyone?
Pratap, if we put condition like if I like not equal to 0 and break, then also it will come outside.
Wait. Break though we'll discuss later. Concentrate on continue, I'll tell you.
Okay. Okay, here first it will check if the remainder is 0, then it will continue.
Got it? Clear? Any questions?
If it is not equal to 0, it is not printing the value, right, Pratap?
Yes.
It is
Now
skipping that part.
we'll print only the even number. See,
Hmm.
to go there and put not equals to and run this, you'll get only even numbers. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So now, whenever I'm going to get I value as 30, I need to stop my execution. Oh, no. Whenever I is going to be 30, I need to stop my execution. How can I stop? So continue is to skip, break is to stop. Stop execution or iteration based on some condition. So then which keyword will be using? We'll be using the keyword called as break. Now see, till 29 the loop will be execute. When I equal to 30, the loop will get break. Can you see this?
Yes.
Right? So based upon some condition, we are going to break the loop. Any questions? Any questions? So can we write a logic of writing a prime number? So I want to write the prime numbers from 1 to 50. So to define if the number is a prime number or not. So now tell me, how do you check if a number is prime or not?
Prime means it won't have any other factors other than that number and one.
Okay, so now see here. If I give the number as 10, so 10 should divisible only with 1 and itself. Okay. If I give any number, if I give any number, that any number should divisible only by 1 and itself. It means totally it should divide only 2 times, not more than 2, right? Anyone? Any questions? If I give 50, 50 should divisible by only by 1 and 50, but 50 is getting divisible in multiple places. 50 is getting divisible by 2, 50 is getting divisible by 5, 50 will be divisible by 10 as well, right? By 25 as well. So 50 is not a prime number. If I give 3, 3 will be divisible by 1 and 3 will be divisible only by 3. Okay? So such numbers are going to be called as a prime number. Now let's try to write a logic in Python to execute your prime number logic. So now I am going to take a number as 10. Okay, if I want to give, see here, I am going to create a variable called as user input is equal to 13. I believe it as 13. Okay. Now what you will do here is user input plus 1. Just put a plus 1 here. Correct? If it's 13 means I want to execute the second parameter 14. Correct? You are clear till this point?
Yes.
Okay. Now if user input is divisible by I is equal to 0. Here I am going to create a variable called as counter is equal to 0 because initially I don't know how many times this number got executed. So I need a person who needs to check if the number is divisible by 1 and itself or not. 1 and itself or not. If it is going to be divisible by 1 and itself, right, then I need to tell that okay, this person is divisible by 1 and itself. 1 and itself. So how can I check that? Right? So to make a entry of that particular number or to see or to monitor if the condition is getting logically true, then I am going to increment this counter plus plus or counter is equal to counter plus 1. Okay, so now let me print the counter outside of my loop. So 13 got executed only 2 times. Okay, so let's give 10 dude. 10 is getting divisible by 4 times. How come? By 1 once, by 2 twos, 3 to no, 4 no chance, 5 yes, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 yes.
10.
4 times it got
Yeah.
divisible. Correct?
Yes.
That our logic is executing. Correct? Now what I'll do here is no, it is not taking it. Sorry. So out of the loop, what I'll do, I'll put a condition saying that if counter greater than 2, print not a prime number, else print prime number. See here, it's not a prime number. I'll give it as 13. I'll run this. Okay. I'll give it as 15. Not a prime number. I'll give it as 17. I'll get it as prime number. By clear? Clear?
Yes, brother. If you want to print all the prime numbers, then brother,
Sorry?
means in the range of 1 to 50, if you want to print prime numbers.
Then
So
we
how
have to
will
wait
do?
for one more session. I'll tell you how to catch hold those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now only I'll tell you as the situation came here, right? Again, I'll repeat it next week class. So no man, you'll get confused. Let's go in a slow pace only.
Okay, brother. We'll wait till the next.
Because I want you guys to write almost the algorithm that what I'm writing, complex things.
Mm.
Okay. Actually, in my office, there is one challenge is going on. What is the challenges? I'll tell you. I don't know how many of you know about this. I think most of the people know about this. Lead code, you know? You know about lead code?
No, brother.
No, Pratap.
Hey, without this, how you guys can crack interviews? Like,
We
you
don't
know,
know.
I'll tell you the companies like Mang, you know? M-A-A-N-G.
No.
So Mang means nothing but Meta, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google.
Mm-hmm.
So see this one. These are big techies who will pay 6 times or 3 times of your salary. in the right now market. Okay, so to crack their interviews, you should be strong enough to solve all these problems, whatever they have given. So this lead code is a platform which is supporting you to crack all the DSA questions. There are some 700 or 800 patterns of questions. So we have to prepare for this, then getting into these companies will be easy. So now there is a challenge that was running in the company saying that in our resume, if you are going to keep, you have to strike it out one of the company. It means that you have to tell that you already worked there.
So this is site, open website, right?
This is Git lead code, right? Lead code is open web source. Yes.
Okay. So how do we solve that? Okay.
So what I want to say here is, in these companies, the rounds will be 9 rounds, 7 to 9 rounds minimum. Okay. In every round, you will get 2 questions from this lead code. So I saw one of my architect, he already struck out Meta, Amazon, Netflix. Right now he's into Apple, and so like that. I already cracked out 2 things. These 2 are completed. Now I need to jump to any one of these. So what I want to say here is, I started doing, I took this challenge and we are starting doing it. So you'll be coming across a hell lot of questions. So wherever I think it is little difficult to apply more time, right? I'll be bringing out those questions. We'll do. So we'll go little.
But Pratap, so where are the question? Can you explain this actually? How to solve
See
this?
here they have given the question right here. So now they have given that you have to formulate the string and you have to get the proper pairs.
Oh, okay. So if you give input of this one, you need to get these.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So sometimes the question would be, I have one more question as well. So say suppose you'll be giving a string like this. Okay, and you have a string like this, and what you called like this, somewhere you'll be having this bracket, and somewhere you'll be not having this closure bracket. Okay, now you have to tell that which is not having the pair. So now if you see here, for plus there is no pair available. For curly braces you don't have a pair. You have to pick the odd ones. So likewise there will be questions that you are going to get appear. This patterns will be keep changing.
How to start this one actually? Sign in from where to start in this?
You go and register. It is free only.
Okay, register. And once you register.
Once you register, you'll be getting the list of questions. I'll show you how to do this.
Yeah. Can you show me?
For you guys to begin with this, right? I'll give one more site. That is also good site only. For beginners, I'm telling. Don't try this in your office. So this is blocked one. It is playing with this. Now, when you guys try this, it will register you. So this will give you, or not even register requirement. You can go to examples here. Okay. Can you see this example?
Yeah.
Now if
Yeah.
you
Instead of
scroll
Java,
down,
we'll select Python.
instead of Java, go and select your Python.
Mhm.
Click on apply.
Mhm.
You'll get all the Python related things.
Mhm.
So next class onwards, I'll be starting you guys to get this. Once you complete this one, this will be little difficult in the day one if you go into this directly.
Mhm.
So I'll be telling you about based upon topics that what you want to look in. You can get.
Programmers Live.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is one more thing called as coding bat. Wait, not here. This is also you'll be getting this for beginner very basic level. So if you want to start with coding bat. Okay, don't worry. This is in our curriculum only. I'll be taking you guys there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But most of the people that I'm seeing in interviews, right? For any DSA question that comes in, people are choosing Python only, not Java or not JavaScript. So why? Because we can solve all the questions very easily in Python when compared to other programming languages. So don't worry, I'll be taking you guys to that level from next class onwards. So now we'll be building our basics now. So how to kickstart, how to think, analyzing and all. So from next class onwards, we'll make our hands dirty.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this, we're clear with the for loop, right? About
Yeah.
this one, continue and break. Now, let's understand about your while loop. While loop is called as a indefinite loop. While loop is going to be called as indefinite loop. Here we will not have any starting value and ending value. Okay, we won't have any generator function. Generator function. Okay, user need to take care of everything. Okay, so how can we do that? Now let's see that. So first step what you want to do here is initialize a variable. So I'm going to initialize my variable I equal to 1. Now put a condition here, use your loop here called as while loop. This while loop will execute only on condition, guys. Remember that while loop will execute only on condition. When you start executing, it will go and check if the condition is true or false. While I is less than or equal to 50 or less than 50. So what it will do, right? If I is going to be less than 50 or not, it means that you are telling that this loop needs to execute 50. So condition, whatever you are going to mention, it will take the reference like how many times it needs to execute. Here I mentioned I is less than or equal to 50. It means that I want to execute my loop for 50 times. Print of I plus is equal to 1. Now see, it went till 50 less than or equal to 50. Okay, so it will go and print till 50. What will happen if I am not going to use this plus 1? So the all time the value of I is going to be 1 only. We are not incrementing or we are not changing the value of I to 2. So this I will be remain only 1. So till it will be keep executing like one only, and henceforth this loop is going to be called as indefinite loop. So writing such loops is a very bad practice in coding. So you should be little cautious, open mind, and check if the variable declaration and increment is given properly inside your while loop. Okay, so you have to explicitly tell that this is my loop and this is the increment factor and this is my condition. So if the condition starting itself is going to be fail, okay, if starting itself it is going to be fail, the loop will never get executed. It will stop here itself. Make sense?
Yes, brother.
Any questions? Any clarifications? Any questions?
No, brother. For now.
Right. One second. Okay, so this is one of the loop, and next one is do while loop. In Python boss, we don't have do while loop. Python will never support do while loop. Okay, so Python have only two loops called as for loop, while loop, and do while loop we don't have.
Why it will not support, brother? Brother?
There are multiple reasons. So do while loop, what it will do, right? Without checking any condition, it will allow you to execute your code. So
Yes.
their point here is without checking condition, why you want to execute it?
But at the end, we are checking the condition, right? In the do while.
Right. For that, what they're telling, right? Put a while loop inside that, write your if condition.
Okay.
So their company is designed like that. Okay.
Okay.
So loops, you're clear, right? How to use your loops. So now I request you guys to go there to this programming. Don't go too many things. Yeah. Can you start looking into these examples? Branching, while loops, and program plannings. Can you try? Along with this, I'll be giving few more tasks on this canvas. Let me go to the dashboard. On this assignments. Okay, first one is write a logic to print the below pattern. Guys, again, please don't watch any YouTube. Okay, all genius people will try to keep their knowledge and they try to build some logics. You'll get confused. Okay, so in YouTube, though, if you search, or YouTube in Google, though, you'll search, you'll get a solution. Or ChatGPT, for a reason it is a good, and for a reason it is a bad. You know what happened? 2 days before, I was taking an interview for a girl. People are very intelligent, man. There are so many AI tools available in the market. So whatever I'm asking here, she have some tool. I don't know what the tool is. It is listening to my voice. It is generating the code on the fly. She's just doing a clipboard and she's pasting there. And I don't know how quickly, for 2-3 years of experience, she's writing all the logics over there. And those questions I felt I faced it was difficult while I'm solving them. So I was little surprised how these girls were writing. So I trust she's having good knowledge. So I gave some intelligent question where you want to apply mind as a process related one. She was not able to tell that. So then I found she was using ChatGPT and I took her browser control and I saw the history. She was doing that. So ChatGPT in a way it is a good, in a way it's a bad also. So don't while learning anything, don't go to ChatGPT and ask her to write the code. So ChatGPT can generate the code, but you cannot write the code, right?
No. Yes.
Okay, so put your efforts. If you're facing any issues or stuck in anywhere, so let me know. I'll help you guys.
Sure, brother.
So write your patterns and don't search Google also, man. Google also you have almost all the problems solved there.
Okay, till now, whatever we have done the classes, in that only we got this logic,
Yes,
right?
yes. So all I want to do here is, even you are not writing code, it's still fine for me. I want your analysis on the problem statement. How you are going to analyze a problem and what is the step that you are going to implement.
Mhm.
I need that thinking from you. You have to start working on this.
Okay.
Okay. And then write a logic to check if the given number is Armstrong number or not. So what do you mean by Armstrong number? Armstrong number? Anyone? No? Say suppose if I
No.
given 153, okay, the cubes of 1 plus cube of 5 plus cube of 3 should be equal to 153. So I am putting cube here like this. Got it? Did it clear?
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
brother.
I have a number. I have a 4-digit number. I have a 4-digit number. Okay. I want to print sum of all the digits. For example, I have 8976. So I want the output as 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6. Okay, I want the sum of 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6. Dude, you have to implement math logics only. So get remind how to get this. You have to apply some math logics only, not coding logic. See this problem, especially problem number 3. Very simple trick is try to get your last number every time and start getting added it. So to get your last number, you have to divide the number by 10 and giving hint also. Say suppose if my number is I is equal to 9876, I want to get the last number, I have to use my print of I divisible by 10. I'll get the last number, whatever that is there. Okay, clear? Hello.
But
Yes, brother.
how this logic work actually? I divided by 10 means why it is taking a last number?
That is what, right? That max basic. That is what the max is. If you
Oh, okay,
divide
okay,
any number
okay.
by 10, you will get the last number.
You'll get the last number. Can you divide it by 20? You'll see.
You will get some other number, right?
Okay, then divide it by 100.
No, it will take
Oh,
the remainder of that.
divide by that. Okay. Right, okay. 76 it has come.
Yeah. So try implement that logic and try to get this.
Okay.
And next one is without using any looping statements, print 1 to 100 numbers. Okay. Fifth one, write a logic of Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series is nothing but your output should be 0, 1. Okay, first two numbers will be 0 and 1, and you have to print the number of 0 and 1, sum of 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. Like this it should go. Got it? You have to write a logic of Fibonacci series. Any questions? Any questions? Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Clear.
Yes, brother.
So with this, we take a break or a pause. I don't want you guys to get confused with anything. So try to solve this, and
Yeah.
I'm going to put you these links as well.
Yeah.
Okay, clear? So if you guys stuck anywhere, please ping me on the group. I'll respond you back as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay, brother.
But don't miss the next class onward. We'll be deep diving into the complex concept called a string, where we need to invest at least 2 days on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your interviews will be go through strings only. If you want to crack any interview.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Pratap, we don't have class tomorrow, right? Or we are connecting on Saturday again.
If you want tomorrow, so we can connect. Tomorrow, Monday, right? So what is your possible time tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yes.
We can connect at same time, 8.
No, man, I'll be need to start the office.
Or, okay, fine.
We'll have it on next Saturday. No problem.
Because I need to go to office for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't start at 8, 7:30, 8 o'clock here, I'll get stuck in our traffic.
Okay, then we connect at Saturday and Sundays only.
Yeah, Jim, even we need some time to solve this,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the problems in them. Yeah.
So don't think that you are not able to solve. So this is the baby step we are going to put your mind first time to analyze the logics, how to write. Okay. So don't get
Okay.
motivated. If you're getting stuck, let me know. And I want your analysis. If you go to a doctor and if you don't tell your problem statement, so how can you write the medicines? Same thing for me as well. So I need to see where you're going wrong.
Sure, brother.
Just that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.